guy I've ever met, but they put me right in the dock, so means I can get unloaded and get out here and go to sleep. I am tired. They switched their load on me like 3 times today, so now I gotta go get this thing washed out, go to Springdale, pick up that load. It's going to 2 stops in Oklahoma City, and I don't know from there. I know that I think they're trying to get me into the shop to get PM stuff done, but they keep changing it last minute to where I don't get in there. So I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. If I go much longer without getting an oil change, I'm just going to go to the shop and change the oil myself, get it changed myself, because this engine's supposed to be mine at the end of the lease, and we're getting up there in miles with no oil change, and that's not great on engines. So if they keep twiddling their thumbs and not getting me into a shop to get the thing done, I'll just get it done and turn in the receipt, and they'll have to deal with it. Because I have a maintenance program I pay for. It's full service maintenance, and I'm not going to keep going and abusing this engine because they can't get me into a shop.
them an ETA for 2 a.m. just to give me a little bit of leeway. Hopefully they'll get me unloaded when I get there. And then basically deliver that thing, take a 10-hour break or more really, and then go across town to affiliated wholesale grocers on the other side of Oklahoma City and deliver there. I don't know why they set this load up this way. There was zero chance of me delivering this on time the way they set it up. I rolled out at Tulsa at 6:30 this afternoon, and I had to get the trailer washed out, I had to get fuel, and I had to get here, which was driving through all the way through Springdale and everything else. So there was no chance I was going to get here in time to get to there on time. So nothing I can do about it. With this crap again. Another ABS problem. Well, the light goes off when I turn the truck off and back on, so that basically means I won't be able to get it tested. Maybe it won't come back on. Came back on as soon as I got back on the road. There's really no good options for me to stop between Siloam Springs and Oklahoma City, so I'm just going to go deliver this first half, and then when they're done there, I'll drive to the southwest side of Oklahoma City. They have a Petro there, which is right down the road from my next receiver, which doesn't receive until 9 o'clock tomorrow night. So the way it's acting like a out of adjustment wheel sensor. So that hopefully the Petro there can handle that, because it'll go off when I shut the truck off and turn it back on. The light goes off as soon as I get down the road, it comes back on. So, you know, as long as it's not like the tone ring, which is what the sensor picks up as far as it's wheel speed sensor, that's what the ABS does. It picks up your wheel speed, and then when you hit the brakes, if one wheel is like locking up, it'll let go, and you know, it keeps the tires from locking up. So we got an out of adjustment wheel sensor, and it's not getting a good reading on the wheel speed. So hopefully it's just that, and it's not something that's going to take 2 days to get fixed, and I can get this other half of this load delivered tomorrow night. walked up to there. The sign said to call in and check in. They said that didn't work. Said to go walk back in there and check in. Now I'm checked in. Technology makes everything easier, right? Prime truck driver had a bunch of stuff. Salami rejected because it was they probably had a couple damaged cases or something, but I got a whole box of this stuff. I only have like 2 or 3 more days on the road, so I'm gonna stuff my fridge full of this stuff and take it home. My kids love that salami stuff, and I mean that's probably $150 worth of salami. So if I had more room in my fridge, I'd take more, because she had more, but I just don't have the space for it, and I don't want it to go bad. So she's full. There are a couple perks to driving truck. That happens every now and then. Place, for one reason or another, just rejects a whole bunch of stuff, and it's up to us to get rid of it. And we try not to throw stuff away. We try to give it to fellow drivers and, you know, soup kitchens, truck stops, whatever, wherever we can get rid of it without throwing it away, unless it's ruined product, you know. But whole crap ton of salami. I think each one of these bags is like a whole roll of salami chopped up into pieces, slices. So can't complain about that. I'm all ready to, trying not to cuss, I'm all ready to leave. I get my bills, pay my lumper fee, come out here. Shouldn't be a big deal. Go in. Hey, I still got a glad hand lock on this trailer. And guy comes out, grabs the key, says, "You're in door 10?" I was like, "No, I'm in door 4. Goes back, he looks at the keys, can't figure out what's going on. He grabs like 6 different sets of keys, comes out here and tries every one of them. He doesn't have the key to this lock. So he makes a phone call to the guy that went home 20 minutes ago. Guy's got a key in his back pocket for my trailer. Oh, he'll be back in 20, 30 minutes. I've been sitting here for 5 hours and now I'm ready to go. And you're telling me I'm gonna have to wait another half hour because you let somebody go out home with a key. If I had a hammer, I'd break that freaking lock off there and leave. But I don't. Well, I'll never buy one of those glad hand locks again. I stuck a screwdriver on there and pulled that sucker down and it just self-destructed. I'm out of here though. If you want to buy new locks, don't leave me stranded because you put a lock on the freaking glad hand. I'm out of here. came over to the Petro to get this ABS problem checked out. Problem is, ABS problem's gone. Until I get down the road, I'm sure it'll come back on. But the best the shop here would do is, like, they would try to reposition the sensors and hope they fixed it, and it, like, 9 times out of 10 doesn't. So they're not even gonna have me go over there unless there's a code on. And as soon as you unplug the pigtail for the electric on the trailer, the code goes away. So we're kind of in a pickle where, thankfully, DOT is pretty lenient with that kind of stuff, because as long as the light will go off, they're not going to write me up for that stuff. So, because I've dealt with that before, where you have an intermittent light, and that means you can't get it tested, and you can't really check out what's wrong with it. So it's most likely a wheel sensor, and I might get under there tomorrow and try to use my screwdriver and a hammer and knock those wheel sensors in closer to the tone ring. But other than that, there's really not much we can do. There's obviously, they can't test it with their machines, because every time you unplug the thing, the light goes off. Anyway, I'm here until this evening, and I'm going to deliver the rest of this load.